I'll put the...
Go ahead.
That's what you need to start the session on.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah. Sniffing my nuts.
Yeah.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, that's the most perfect
Or
way
you
to
change
start a
it and that
session.
becomes like your ringtone or something.
Yeah, just like in the doctor's waiting. Stop sniffing my nuts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready for this? Are you all ready for this? No, not that song.
No.
Ladies and
See, John gets
John was
it.
there. Hello, everybody. Welcome to A Critically Average Adventure, and welcome more refined. If we were going to hit the nail on the head, we'd call it the Fragments. It's a D&D 5e campaign. I'm playing with my friends and these are my friends. I don't know why. It feels like a long time since we played a game. Did we? We haven't missed a session, have we, last week?
No, we got to the robot last.
It's because you've been on holiday and because we've done.
Yeah, time has gone strange. I'm off work.
We managed to get through 4 rooms last session.
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just
and
one or two.
there wasn't two. Was there a combat last time? No, I don't think Serial Gladrinel stumbled into rats, bats, cats, or anything.
With traps in the kitchen because everyone decided to crawl across the grease.
It wasn't a trap. It was spilt oil, and everyone went whee.
Oh, Serial Gladrinel did. I just remind you that Serial Gladrinel did fall out of a window.
Yes, no, it was a doorway.
A doorway.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, actually, no. Technically, she fell out and it was hanging on, and Charlie kind of, flapped to the rescue. However, you did.
Charlie was
Charlie
a
is the
hero.
glue that holds us together.
Charlie was a hero. Well, before he was trying to save her from certain plesiosaur consumption, and he was trying to lift her, if you remember, from little iceberg to iceberg, and he kept failing his strength check.
Yeah. I remember now.
So, which was hilarious. So Sarah just kept going, like hopping as a plesiosaur came along. Yes, and that happened, and also Matt got Jackson got charmed by a charming fellow.
Yeah,
Charmed
the
by
most inoffensive charm I've ever seen. It's like, hello, can you leave? Okay.
He is my crowbar. Thank you very much.
I gave him a crowbar.
Yeah.
It was it was an interesting situation. However, you did finally leave that floor and uncover the next floor, which was a vast expanse. You've been in warrens in strange corridors and stuff, and yet now, on the precipice of this antechamber.
I was going to say, but there is still an antechamber.
the antechamber. There is a.
That's a beast of a beast you got going on there.
There's
metal band thing going on there.
Many years playing in a black metal band, in fact. So, 3 years in Denigra, was I? I don't know, something like that.
I don't know.
I
can't remember.
Anyway, that all happened in real life, and in this instance of life, in this fraction of reality that we are going to create today.
I was going to say, this is real life.
Before them, they have a vast space, and in that space, in the very centre,
You mean space?
was no, I mean
Definitely
space. In that space, in the centre, was a brass egg type orb that had other orbs attached to each side of it, and to the top of it, and to the front of it. It also had teeth. Yes, it has teeth.
You did mention teeth. You definitely did mention teeth.
I showed you a picture of it. I didn't need to mention the teeth. I can re-show you if you would like. No, I can't, because I'm on...
Nothing looks teethy.
Does
It looked like apertures, like...
I don't remember teeth. I know I was falling asleep last week,
brass
but I
object.
definitely don't remember teeth.
The thing in the centre, there's a grid in the centre, like 4 spaces if you look at the picture.
Ah, those teeth, are they?
Like, it could be approximated as a mouth, maybe.
Okay.
Don't push out, don't go close. Fantastic, thank you. Take every cue I can get.
It has eyes, it has a face-ish.
I'm still reckoning they look like irises of cameras. That's
Yeah.
like stuck open a bit.
I'm thinking lasers. I'm thinking this is going to hurt a lot.
You think this is going to hurt?
Well,
I'm
I'm gonna
thinking
stay
the king's
behind
not
the-
in this room.
I
We should
think
go
it's the big.
upstairs.
I think it's the main beast of the building. Let's be honest. We normally have one big beast.
I suspect, my suspicion is that it's a medieval photo booth that you get your passports done in, but it just takes multiple shots at once so that you can pick which one you want immediately. That's my
Or it
suspicion.
peels
Anyway.
your face off and sticks it in a book.
I was going to say, it definitely takes multiple shots at once, but they won't be photos.
There'll be photons, but not photos.
Yeah,
What
lasers,
did you say?
or fire, or acid, or a poisonous gas. That's
Or each one's a different thing. So one's ice, one's fire, one's acid.
Oh, is it kind of like a... We should actually get in character, because to be honest, we sort of like...
oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Carry on.
Let's zoom down into
Yeah.
character. You're in the room. You open it up. It is a vast, echoing space. The tiles on the
Wow.
floor in front of you, are about 30 feet across from the room. The room from you is a brass object of some sort. And if I reminded you, as you opened the door, there was a and all the eyes that are facing you turned and looked
Okay.
towards each of you. So I am going to make you roll for initiative at this point, but just to sort of work out how you're approaching the situation, please.
I was going to say, can I do something?
You can do it when it's your bloody turn.
I
Kenny
wanted
and
to do
Nora.
something. No, before we go into initiative. I wanted to do it before we go into initiative. Please.
Roll
Please.
roll a d20 and we'll see if you can get it. If you get a preemptive whatever. You're looking for an 18 or a 20. No, you got a 10. That's not going to do it. So. No. The dice decided you don't get to go.
That's not fair. I wanted to throw my lemon in there to see if anything happened.
A lemon.
I wanted to like
Dangerous lemon. Violent lemon.
my lemon with a wedge removed. That specific lemon.
Probably pretty minging and sort of shriveled now.
Yeah.
I don't know, lemons last for ages, even if they're not refrigerated, don't they?
It's been sliced open.
True.
But it only dry out. It won't actually go mouldy
It,
for a while.
I was
It
going
will
to
dry
say
out.
it would take
It's like that Zoomers. They last forever.
it would take months, wouldn't it?
No, I think it would get that green... That lemon, when it goes off, is really foul, though.
I don't. Lemon doesn't go off in our house.
No,
it
it gets
gets
used.
eaten.
That's it, yeah.
I eat it.
So, yeah. Let's have them rolls then, folks, please.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
I got 12.
I know I don't open the app for some reason.
12.
I got 13.
12,
Alright,
13, Serio.
Right.
I'm rolling.
What's
Okay.
is it? Dex. We have to go
Uh,
through. Yeah. Me and Erwin got 12.
Oh, yes, yes.
So what is it?
Dex, who's got the height? It'll be Erwin.
Yeah, Erwin's got the highest Dex. That's what I was asking. Is it Dex? we have to
Killian.
go by?
Sorry, what was your Serial Gladra please?
10.
10.
Popeye. That is
And
very
Charles
low.
Irwin.
In my-
Even lower. Good old Charlie on a 6.
Keeping it real.
Well, that's good, 'cause I didn't want to go last again.
So yes, Jax, you are up first in this space. You see,
I'm gonna turn to Erwin and be like, is this thing a trap or can we just go upstairs past it?
I'm looking at him like he's just grown an extra head. Yes, it's a trap. It's probably the trap. Trap of all traps.
But like,
Whole
you can
room
see
is a
on
trap.
the other side, there's another antechamber.
The door, I'm going to assume there's an antechamber. The king likes antechambers, apparently. But, up to you.
We'll do a move to there and see what happens.
as
I think
soon
that's kind of
as you
naturally.
move one step inside the room,
Oh.
so to the first square, Jax. I need. I've got the wrong. D6s. Hold on just a second. I need a D6 that has got dots.
No.
I'll get my dice down.
Yeah, you've actually got dice now. You can get
Sit
your
on
dice
your bed.
out.
Oh, the bag as well.
Like D6 is too many.
I need a D6 with dots, really. I need a D6 with dots. I don't know where the little D6 with dots. Ah, here we go. Here's one.
I was going to say, we've got
Okay.
Dice from that mould. You know. I've been catching up on your videos this morning.
Sorry.
Are you making any new dice from that mould you made? I was catching up
Yeah,
on
and
your
then I
videos.
broke my moulds, which you'll see on the next video. So,
Okay.
the centre of the set of squares, on the grid of the creature, there's a grid that are 3 by 3. The middle one.
Oh, it's too small.
The middle one on your handout. Oh, you can't see it because can someone pull out the handout? Because I have to keep switching screens. No.
Well, I can, but I can. It's only
Shared to
visible for
you.
me. It doesn't
Yeah.
work. Doesn't work for anyone
Okay.
else.
On the creature, imagine there's a grid 3 by 3, Lou.
Okay.
The centre one changes colour to black,
Oh, hang on.
and a beam comes out of the centre of this, the middle eye, and you,
Thank you, Matt.
Matt, would you please make me a Constitution save, please?
26.
26.
You're impossible to do this.
You feel
I
your
rolled it up. I
stomach.
rolled it up to 20. So.
You feel. Oh well. You feel your. You think you might have eaten something bad, but the beam hits you. You're okay. You can now continue to move where you would like to move. At half.
Okay,
At
so
half.
exactly.
Half your speed because you kind of been hit by the beam. But the beam slows you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to bonus action grow big.
Yeah.
Oh, grow there, and there. And then I'm going to twonk it with my mace of maciness.
Yeah, mace of maciness.
Messiness. Can you make it big on the picture?
Can I
Make
zoom
yourself
in?
big on roll 20.
I can zoom in.
Should be able to. I don't think I can. I think Pete has to do it. I can put auras and things on. I can't make the big
Yeah.
big.
Token bigger. I can't right now because I'm logged in as a player. So we know you're that big. That's fine.
Okay. I just wondered.
Yeah, you can move. You can change size and shape and all that kind of stuff. But I can't do it because I'm logged in as a player. So you guys can't see what I can see. But not really for you to see actually.
First attack.
Yes, please.
Is this a construct?
It would count as a construct.
Oh, goody.
Okay.
Oh no! This doesn't count as a construct because it's.
Oh, dear.
Oh, does 21 points? Does 21 hit its armor class?
21 does hit his armor class. Yes.
11. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Plus a d6. Is it a d6 or a d8 for being big?
Very pluses and pluses and pluses and like getting 18 back.
Hang on. I am. When I'm big, I am an extra d6 at the moment. And so plus another 4, so that's 15 points. And then why not? We're going to release the rune of fire on my breastplate, and it's going to get engulfed in fireness as well. So it will take an extra 2d6 fire damage, and it needs to make a strength, whopping 2 points of fire damage, and it needs to make a strength DC 14 saving throw, please.
Hold on. Okay.
When Jackson puts the hammer down, he really puts the hammer down.
Yes.
That was my first. That's my first. I've got another attack yet.
It makes its save.
This is why these battles take so frigging long, because Jackson's go takes about 15 minutes.
Get your spells
That one
ready.
prob- that one
That'll
probably
speed it
missed.
all up.
Does 15
Choose what
hit?
spell you're going to do now while Jax is playing.
15 armor class.
No.
Okay, so it goes clang.
Yeah, first strike hits it. A wreathing flame tries to encircle it. Its metallic body seems to shrug it off without it even having to shrug. The second one clangs off its armor surface. In fact, it cannot shrug. It has no shoulders, so that is an action that it cannot take, even as a free action in its turn.
And that will be done.
We weep internally for its lack of shoulders.
At the end of its your turn, the teeth change.
Nope.
So at this point, it's top 3, bottom 3 all lit up.
It's
Or
up.
darkened.
Alright, cool.
Oh no.
The first turn, one in the centre. Next one.
Have you got a notebook I could, or could you grab me a notebook I could,
You can use this little notebook if you wish.
and a pen? Is that okay? Let's do this one.
Next turn, 1, 2.
Did the lightning do it? Did the fire do anything to it?
It did a very little bit of damage. Oh, were your attacks piercing or bludgeoning, Matt?
Bludgeoning.
Your
It's got to be bludgeoning,
attacks were
surely.
bludgeoning, were they? Or they're magical?
The mace is magical bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Magical bludgeoning.
Okay, I'm going to keep it as that.
Yeah, even if it's not a construct, it's still +1.
One
If you
centre.
use a construct, it's +3.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
those 3, what in the news today?
Mm-hmm.
Why does everything smell amazing? Because I've got really enhanced.
Mm-hmm. Right, so, Owen, you'll go.
Everything smells good.
Not so.
Rabbit in a headlight.
No, well, yes, and
You sleep forward like shut the door.
Good night.
so stupid. I'm going to try and get behind Jackson. Literally try and use him as a shield.
It's not hard. You're like tiny and he's like a monster.
Yeah, unfortunately, his crutch is up here now, so basically I'm trying to hide through 2 tree trunks.
Or just hide behind one.
Again, first,
Pick a leg. Pick a leg. Don't kick backwards.
your first step into the room,
Go there. Yep.
the teeth remain the same.
So, 3 in the centre are lit, the other 2 are, the rest are not.
It would be top 3, middle 3, empty, bottom 3.
Oh, say that again. Sorry, I'm misconfused. So,
Imagine a 6-sided dice.
yeah.
Like that.
1, 2, 3, a gap in the middle, and then 1, 2, 3.
Okay, yeah, that's what I've got down. Cool.
Yeah.
I thought for a second it was like second in the middle as well. So, okay, yeah. Top 1, good job. Count. And these are darkening, not lightning. Not
They
being
are
lighter.
going dark.
Yeah, that's it. That's one. Yeah.
Yep.
So the
fine.
reverse of that dice.
Yeah, the reverse of that dice, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and no beam,
Anyway, so-
no beam
something like-
collides with you.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Fantastic. I carry on then.
Where you step now, a beam hits you.
Oh, for God's sake.
Why not block it?
Not your turn, mate.
No, I know, but am I not in the way of it? I'm like literally straight between you and
Let's see. It's
Kind
targeting.
of what I wanted to happen.
It's
true.
it's targeting him, and you are large, so I'm
And
gonna
I'm small.
roll odds or evens.
Evens. Evens.
Evens. It's Jax that gets the wallop. So let's see what happens to Jax. Okay, so
You can take it.
You can.
Could you please make a wisdom save, please?
Oh no.
Oh, drum roll, please. Wisdom save's gonna be hilarious.
I have a modifier on this.
Oh, wow, okay. Surprise.
13.
Woo!
Not enough, but
Critically average.
A beam comes out, and at first it doesn't have a colour, but you sense it coming out. Then it kind of turns to a pinkish, crystalline sort of beam, and then you are frightened.
Oh, I was expecting you to say he starts going on a weird acid trip again.
No, you are
When you
you are
pink
now
crystalline
frightened,
beam, I was
please.
like,
Frightened and charmed, I believe, at the moment.
Yep.
click the set.
Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its sphere is in line of sight. Can't willingly move closer to its sphere.
Oh, good God.
But I'm already in range, so I can just swing away. I'm just at disadvantage.
Yeah, you're swinging at this. Erwin, you may complete your move now, if you wish to.
My first move in the entire game session was to get next to cover.
Okay.
I will think about what I'm going to do next once I get here. This was
You could technically take the hide action, I think, because of
Okay,
Matt's...
so, another question. If I've moved that far, how far... Let me give it a read out. Where's
You
the...
moved 20, and I think you've got 35, haven't you?
I'm just going to do that. I've moved from here, so I've gone 5, 10, 15,
20.
20, 25, 25, 30, 35. Alright, I am going to make a mad, crazed dash, finish my move, right underneath it. I know it's got, I think it goes down and comes up like that.
Yes.
So I'm basically trying to get under the eyes as best as humanly possible. Literally power sliding flat to the
Oh,
floor.
let's see if you get out of its range. I'm going to ask for a acrobatics or an athletics for that to see if you can.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, if you can make it and see if you can get under its eye without it peewing you.
Oh, 21.
I'm going to say, with that, you actually get right round, almost hugging its base, and you're
Good. What's
like
that for?
nearly you're beneath this thing for now.
Good.
Oh, I like the move.
And as you skip over that square so deftly and quickly, there is a ray that hits the ground behind you, and it is of a pinkish crystalline light. And that tile looks a bit frayed.
that was very
Black beam.
that
Well, my sound
you made.
effect, yeah. It was, wasn't it? It was the Queen Flash song, basically. I was what do you mean, the Flash Gordon approaching? It's not Flash Gordon, it's Erwin. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Killian Norn's turn.
Oh yeah.
Right, so where am I?
Handsome, white dragonborn man.
I can't see where me at.
You are right there.
Okay.
You're a tiny white boy.
I am a tiny white boy.
Tiny white dragonborn boy.
Okay. How about Eldritch Blast?
You're just gonna shoot it.
Shall I shoot it?
Yep. Good for you. I'll do
In
that.
range, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
But I
Cool shot.
think
Get in the
shall
eye. Cool shot. Get in the eye.
I was gonna say I'm gonna aim for like the centre of one of the eye things that turn to us. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
That'll be tough, but
Yeah.
if you get it, be hilarious.
Higher DC to hit than higher AC to hit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you roll with dis, don't you?
Normally
Yeah,
just
roll
dis.
with dis. That's it for a targeted shot. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh
forgot.
shit.
Well,
Right.
You've got the second bolt.
Yeah,
Or
I
have you
know.
just shoot me or Erwin?
Oh no.
don't shoot me.
Oh no.
Neither.
So 16.
Neither, I'm afraid.
Okay, so that was the
First
one.
bolt.
Oh no. Let's just say I'll miss.
Let's see what the other one was, because it'd be funny. No.
That one would have been a 22.
Okay. Yeah.
but it was a 14.
Over your head, when you see arcing rays of eldritch light shoot across this expansive.
Look back and go.
They go wild. They go quite wild
Boom,
at this
boom,
point.
boom.
Shooting over your head, and it is now. Unless you have a bonus action that you'd like to achieve in this period called your turn.
In this time we call yours.
In this small aeon, we call a turn.
Epoch.
Yeah.
Wait, have we had a short rest? No.
You did do a short rest.
But that was the beginning of the last game session. That's not recent, so
What you wondering
that was
if
all
it was refreshed?
sorted out.
Hexblade
Yes,
Yeah,
but
it's
Curse.
the last session, so
But we did have a short rest.
Yes, so you
So
your
We
I've
haven't
done
had a
that.
combat since the short rest, have we?
No.
so your Hexblade Curse is back.
Unless you hurt yourself falling over on the grease, which is possible.
Well, that wouldn't have stopped her Hexblade Curse. It's a refreshing spell,
No.
or a feature rather, so not a spell.
So would that work against it?
You can choose one creature.
Is it a creature?
Constructs generally count as, or sort of constructs and things like that generally count as.
You can count it as a creature. Yes, it is it's a targetable thing, I'd say. So it's even though it's not technically a creature and it's not construct.
Okay,
it's not
so-
a construct. It is constructive, but it's not a construct.
I would like to cast Hexblade's Curse.
So yes, tell us about that.
So I choose one creature I can see within 30 feet. Is it within 30 feet of me? No.
If you took a step, it would be probably. What's the distance, you guys? Yeah, if you took a step.
Okay, I will take a step. So
But
I'm,
not. You're still in there. Anti-tumor.
yeah, so I'm alright. Cool. And against the cursed target, I gain a +3 bonus to damage rolls. If I score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20, I regain 4 HP if it dies.
Oh, nice.
So, cool.
You suck some little juicy little cogs out of him and regain some health.
So I will cast
Delicious,
that.
juicy health cogs. Available at Holland and Barrett. No, they're not. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the turn. It's the turn of our favourite wild-shaping druid with a serious case of the kleptos. It's Sarah Glad
And real fish aficionado. Real dried fish aficionado. Yeah, super.
okay.
You don't scarf, no, no.
And ladies, I will. Oh, we're all gentlemen, aren't we? Yeah, all gentlemen. I'm the only lady here, and I'm no lady. I'm going to use Hunter's Mark to start off with my bonus action.
Bonus action, yes. Extra 1d6, I believe, at this level.
Broke it. It's going so well.
It was like a really prepared turn. It was like, yes, I know what I'm doing.
It's like, I know exactly what I'm doing. Oh, no. I need to...
And then I'm going to. I have actually got prepared turn. I'm all prepared and everything.
Go.
Then I am going to do Call Lightning, which I can do up to 120 feet away. So I'm going to do it.
You need to see the...
Read the spell.
I think
On
you
the
need to
outside.
see the sky.
Oh, 60. I'm still 60 away, aren't I?
Yeah.
Spell, Luke, because you need a big enough area to summon the storm that the lightning is using out of.
There's a detail that if you click on the spell itself
Read the spell properly.
and
A
read
storm
it,
cloud appears the shape of the. Oh, so do I need to get into the big space before I can create the?
Well, no. So how big is the area of the storm cloud you're summoning?
This is to be 10 feet tall. I'm assuming the room is 10 feet tall.
Yeah, but it's an area of cloud cover.
yeah. Hold on.
A storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that is 10 feet tall within a 60-foot radius. Centered on the point you can see within directly above you.
So you need 120 foot across. So it won't fit in this room. So the spell wouldn't work.
Why does it have to be 120?
60
Foot across?
radius is 120 foot
radius.
circumference.
Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, I sorry.
Radius.
Radius. I thought
Not-
it was
not
the other
in-
half one.
Too
All right,
tight of
then.
a space for you to do that, but good idea.
Almost. You could almost do it in this room. It was just, if the king was a little bit more generous with the money, he'd have been a slightly bigger cow.
Look how much he spent out on antechambers. He didn't have anything
Yeah,
left to spend.
I know. I mean, someone's really got to talk to his bursar. He's been conned, I swear.
Fine. I won't use that then.
It's a good score.
I will use.
You've hunted Mark, so you would be best to make some sort of probably a ranged attack. So then you get
A
your
range
extra
attack.
six.
I'm looking for a range attack thing that I was.
Your bows.
My
If,
bow.
if you're doing hunter's mark, and you don't want to get up close. You don't want to step into this room for
No.
fear of the beams.
I can do. Can I do frostbite?
You can, but that won't use Hunter's Mark. It's a weapon attack.
Yeah,
Hunter's
it's
Mark,
got to
so
be a
that-
weapon attack for hunter's mark to kick in. Either
All
a
right then. I'll use my
No,
bow.
you don't have to use Hunter's
I was
Mark,
just
you
trying to be fancy with my spells. That's
Oh,
all.
do that.
yeah.
Hunter's Mark can be used by other people, so it's been marked. Fantastic.
No, hunter's mark only caps on the person that's
Oh.
there.
It's
Alright,
only,
alright.
it's only lose extra damage.
I'm using Hunter's Mark, but I'm using my flaming arrows
Okay.
with my longbow.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Make a ranged attack.
Find
17.
duck.
17. Donk. Flaming arrows go shooting off into the distance.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm afraid so. That's the story.
Can't do anything else then.
You can move up close to the door. You can be next to Killian Norn if you want.
I'd rather stay back and...
I'd rather not be near Killian Norn. That was nearly.
I'd rather stay back and throw spells and arrows at it, really.
Yep.
It's like, I'd rather not. Are you afraid Killian might eat you or something? Is that what it is?
There is an almighty flapping behind you, and now Charles Irwin has released, or Jackson has enabled Charles Irwin to release his wings. He swoops through the door between all of you, flying towards the thing, and seemingly not touching the floor, has given some advantage, and he makes it all the way to beside it. And as soon as he lands here,
I'm there.
oh, you're there, aren't you? Yeah.
Because he's a bigger...
How is that more than 50 to
He's
there?
got like 50 foot.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I'm just measuring his thigh.
Yeah, so he can go completely over the other
Yeah.
side.
He lands the other side. No beam occurs at him. It would appear.
Do the lights change?
Yeah. There's a shunk, and it's bottom left, top right.
Bottom left, top
And he will. What will Charlie do? I was expecting Charlie to get nerfed then, so I didn't actually prepare my turn. I was like, "Oh, Charlie, you're gonna get whooped." Oh, he's right up close. He's gonna do his inflict wounds, I think. So let's see if we can get an inflict wounds in on this machine.
Should have advantage on the attack.
Because he's flanking.
Yep.
But Charlie can't roll for shit, can he? So, no. He touches it and nothing occurs, I'm afraid. It is back to your turn, Jackson.
Okay. Well, I'm flanking and it's scary, so I'm going to whack it.
Yeah.
But because it's flanking and I'm disadvantaged, it's just a flat old
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, that's it.
So we will whack it once.
Yeah.
Whoa! And I hit, and stuff happens.
Nat 20?
Yep.
I heard it.
Which gives me extra dice at all sorts. So that's 14 bludgeoning damage. Magic and bludgeoning damage, Nick.
I'll put the pen down.
You may have them.
Can I have it, please? 14.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we will have a second swipe at it. And miss. But then I have a cunning plan. So I'm going to action surge.
Yeah.
So of my first action surginess,
Yeah.
I am going to try and like tip it over. Like literally hands underneath it and sort of stand up.
Okay, yeah, let's have a
Ooh, like it.
straight up.
I'm assuming it's some sort of like the grapple push type thing. Athletic.
I'm going to say it's a straight up strength athletics on this, please.
Yeah.
Literally trying to rip it out of the ground at this point.
Yeah, that's basically what. Yeah. But I am advantaged, so the disadvantage for being scared doesn't trigger. So I should just be at a flat hold roll. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I need to roll another d6 because I'm big for my damage. So it gets another point of damage because I'm big.
Okay.
And athletics straight up roll is awful. So second attack, I'll try it again. And it gets even worse.
You reach down, grapple with this machine, try with all your might to pull it from its moorings, and it seems that this thing is almost in. You might say that it's integral to the building itself. Like it is.
Well, you know, I'm sure we can break it.
Part and parcel of the very essence of this floor or building or something like that. Is that all your stuff done, Jackson?
I've got a bonus action, but nothing to use on it, so I think that's me done.
Okay.
Unless I get to have another save against the scariness.
Next, we move on to Erwin the Cobbler. Simple cobbler. That's all. Just a simple cobbler.
Simple cobbler. Very
Not a
simple.
paper doll. No. Mm-mm.
No.
So it's the only person that's stolen anything from this tower.
Yeah.
I didn't say I was a saint, did I? I just said he wasn't a saint.
I'm very good with locks, that's all. Anyway, yes, I'm underneath this thing. Jackson trying to get on top of me,
Sorry, I
basically.
forgot to do something. Sorry,
Oh,
Jack. A beam comes for you, Matt. Sorry, for you, Jackson.
And Jackson.
It is a beam of. What is the beam of? Let's see what the beam is of. Can you make that con check for me again, please?
Oh, the black one again. You blick.
25.
Yeah, again, like you managed to hold back the vomit. Your stomach's churning. You feel most unwell. But you seem fine. Erwin, sorry. Now it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to use summon 2 psychic blades, 1 in each hand, and I'm going to basically, it's basically an attack action, but I'm going to try and cut this thing open, and so I can basically cut a hole so I can get in,
Yeah. Okay.
mess
Yeah.
mess with the guts.
Okay. So we're gonna say you're going. That's a specific thing. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
say that's.
basically, I'm trying to cut a hole.
Yeah. So that's like doing a focused attack. So we're gonna say that's at dis then on that one because you're doing that.
Advantage. Alright.
Advantage because of Charlie, so...
Oh yeah. So it's a straight roll because Charlie's the other
Oh,
side.
okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Cancels each other.
Nice. I like it. Action. Attack. Which one? Nope. Pick it up one. That one. Is it before? Standard. I get 27. Natural 20.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that's going to be lots of damage.
That is a
You
hit.
double your stealth, your sneak attack as well.
Yeah. Do I get sneak attack or not?
You do because I'm
Okay,
flanking
cool.
with you.
5 foot.
Okay, free bonus.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so with advantage, crit damage, roll. Slow dice. So 24 on the crit, plus the...
You still got you.
Yep.
And the damage, the crit
Yep.
dice on the lasers.
4 plus 9 is 33 damage.
Another d6.
And a
One
D6
more d6?
for your sneak.
Because all dice double.
Oh, yeah.
Double sneak.
Has that got my bonus as well, yeah? So,
No, so the dice are double. So,
yeah, so
fighting
that's
blade would be 2d6 plus.
33 plus 9, 38.
A
That's
mighty
just
blow.
That was the first attack.
Yep, first attack.
Yeah, you are hacking through this skin.
Bonus action! Double
Definitely.
attack. 18.
On it.
Oh, bang, fantastic. 1d4 plus 4. 5.
Okay. Yeah, you're prying your
Yeah,
way
I've got
in. You think you might be nearing the sort of creamy centre of this Cadbury's cream egg that is en route to kill you. You are around you. The teeth change again. 2 rows of black. Jax, a beam comes for you.
Yeah, the top and bottom, yeah?
Yeah, top and bottom. Beam comes for Jax this time. Jax, could you please make me a dex save, please?
Interesting.
Oh!
4.
Ow!
Okay.
Uh-oh.
This is not your game.
You take 7
about
force damage,
Okay.
and you are blown 10 feet backwards.
Ouch. Not
Okay.
big, so that's quite a way.
No, 10 foot. 10 foot.
So you feel
right
that
back to the
space. But now you, because you've taken damage, you can retry your. You can try your wisdom save to see if you're not frightened anymore.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How big is Jax?
Oh, he's 10 by 10.
You're still frightened, I'm afraid.
So he's like, he covers like...
I cover 4 squares, basically.
Right. I'll do it. Hold on. Give us a sec.
There, and there. Yeah,
Right.
those.
I'll just quickly rejoin as GM, and I'll make Jax big so it's a bit more appropriate.
So that's a bit of a bugger because I can't get any closer.
Yeah, it is. Ooh. What's going
You click
on?
on him again. Reset. You have to click on him again.
Ah,
Got it. There we
There
go. Hey.
why did it suddenly refresh? That was very weird, wasn't it?
I think you're the only one that can delete that cross I drew.
Yeah. Oh, me. It's me.
Yeah.
I quite like it though. I mean, I'll clear it now. Yeah. Tell me what's going on. Killian. Oh no, Erwin. You have attacked. You have done your bonus action.
He got shot backwards.
He got shot backwards because you activated some squares around him, and
Oh, it's my fault. Fantastic.
you'll go, Killian Norn, please.
Okay.
Is this thing on the same side as the guy that charmed me?
So,
It's the individual, isn't it?
Yeah, but if it's allied with him, then I get another save. I think.
That's hilarious.
Oh, to become
Probably not.
uncharmed.
Become uncharmed. Won't help
Oh,
with
yeah.
the
As soon
fire.
as you take damage, you would become uncharmed. Yeah. So you get your. So that was for your. The first roll was for your. Was for your frightened.
Does it whiz for the charm?
Yeah.
Ian, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
I didn't press the flaming arrows, I just press the normal bow and arrow. So can I do flaming arrows next turn? Press the wrong button.
If you
So the-
hit, it was your attack roll that missed, not the damage, which changes on the flaming arrows, I believe.
Yeah.
Right.
You might also want to check, because I think both Flaming Arrows and Hunter's Mark are concentration, so you can only have one or other of them up.
What did you get on that second roll, Jackson?
On the second roll, I got a 17.
Oh, yeah, so you are now uncharmed, and you suddenly realise in your head that the creature downstairs was an absolute...
Nice person, actually.
Their niceties, and the fact that you gave your crowbar away to it, you are most upset, as that was one of your favourite crowbars, and you really now regret that decision and think you might have to have some words to retrieve your crowbar from said creature down the star. However, at the moment you are now looking round, shaking, petrified of this thing that is in the centre of the space.
Okay,
So, it is Killian Norn's lovely little turn.
So I've got what is it I've got on it at the minute?
Hexblade's Curse.
You got your Hexblade's Curse for your extra alarm.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Hexblade's Curse. Okay, for my extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then so I can't do that as well, can I?
What?
No. I was going to say I can't cast Hex on it as well.
You can cast Hex on it as well. Yes.
Can I?
So
Yes.
your extra damage.
Huh?
Hex is almost identical to Hunter's Mark. It just gives you an extra d6 of damage,
Yeah.
but it's necrotic rather than piercing, I think, for Hunter's
Yeah.
Mark.
So can I do
You
that? as my
can
bonus
hex
action?
it as your bonus action. Yes, you may.
Okay, so I'm doing that.
This thing is cursed, cursed Cadbury's cream egg.
And then, can I then do Eldritch Blast as my attack again, please?
Does Hex count on a
It's a
spell
bonus
attack?
action, so yes, I think you can, because it's just
It
a
says
cantrip.
on an attack. It doesn't specify
A melee or
a
anything?
melee or anything like that. It just says on a attack.
On a-
So
So yes, you could then Eldritch Blast as your action.
Yeah.
You did a next. Yeah. So damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack.
An attack and an Eldritch Blast is counted as an attack, I guess, yes. So,
It doesn't.
I think you also pick a stat that is disadvantaged.
yeah, you can disadvantage one of
ability
its
check.
stats as well.
Yeah,
You can
so-
make it have disadvantage on that roll.
So you basically pick strength, dex, con, or whatever.
Also choose one ability when you cast a spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
Huh. What would you like
so
to hex?
What would be a good thing to hex?
What are you going to make it shit at?
To be honest, it's probably not going to help because it's making attack rolls, not ability checks.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
I would normally go probably con or strength.
Yeah, let's do
Or
con.
if you've got a smarty pants, you do it as wisdom.
Do it as con because I've got a couple of things I can attack it with as a con.
Ah, there you go. Teamwork.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same because I've got a couple of bits
One-
I can get it with con as well.
Okay, let's say it's now disadvantaged on its Constitution saving
Yeah,
throws.
so now
No,
can I do Eldritch?
Constitution ability check.
Excellent.
But yeah, are
not
you
saving throws.
Huh?
ability checks?
not
Oh yeah,
ability
ability
checks.
checks, not saving throws.
Ah, so what's the
Yeah.
ability checks?
So if it was to try and
Ability
leap
check like
somewhere,
an athletics check or a sort of.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Sorry.
but you can't make it do any of those.
But in theory, that should be what resists against me trying to push it over, except I can't get
Yes.
close to it.
Yeah,
Because he's
so-
scared of it.
It should be using athletics against me.
Yeah, so I'll do that then.
Okay, on Constitution or Strength?
Oh, I can't do it on con because it's saving throws, isn't it?
Yeah, it's any stat you want to choose. Strength, Constitution, Wisdom.
Let's go for strength.
Constitution.
Go for Strength. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
strength.
Cool. No problem. It is
Um,
now disadvantaged on its Strength ability checks if it needs to make one.
Yeah. Just my... Is that a good idea? Strength?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And to be honest, it's probably not going to make any ability checks of any
Yeah,
description.
that's
It's
what I'm
gonna make
thinking.
attacks and
So-
saves. So
Yeah,
it
but
probably is
saving throws.
whatever you
Saving
do.
throws would be amazing, but
Yeah.
hey, go for it. Why not?
Why not?
That
Just be
pain,
mean. Just make
you
it
need
feel
pain.
weak. Make it quake in its bones, like thinking it can't even lift one of its eyelids up.
It can't. It hasn't got any eyelids.
Ah, did you?
Well, we already know it. You already know it laments the fact it can't shrug. So this is going to really screw with its day.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Right, and
There's
then-
psychology
Shoulders.
going on here.
Eldritch blasts, 2 blasts. Are you targeting a specific eye, or are you just gonna blast him?
At this
Not
point, I
me.
just want to hit it.
Just hit
Blast
him. Go
it,
on,
blast
I
straight
just
away.
want to hit it.
So come on then, 2 rolls. Let's see if you get it. Natural flipping 20. Boop, boop, boop.
So that would be 26.
Mhm.
Does that hit it?
It does.
By any chance?
It does indeed.
Right.
Does that hit it?
Bloody
Does
hell.
that hit it by
Yeah.
any chance?
You hold
And
out to 20 and go, no, it doesn't hit. We run away.
Oh no, and then a 10.
No, so the first one hits.
The first one hits. Okay, so now
Give me some juice.
it's a... So what am I
You
adding
rolled
on
your
here?
Eldritch Blast damage first.
Yeah, so that is
D10.
that one.
Mm.
Wait, where's the other one? That one. That is so much.
Yeah. 10. Oh,
And
So
then...
do it twice. So it's 2d10 and 2d6.
yeah, because you got
Oh!
Yeah.
12.
2d10,
And then 2d6. Because you
And
double
then-
your dice on your Hexblade Curse.
2d6. So that's 6. And
6.
18.
18.
Plus your Hexblade Curse, which you think you said was 3.
Why did you get the second
Plus something
d6?
else.
Oh, because of the... Yeah, and then plus your Hexblade Curse.
So 2d6 for the Hex, and the Hexblade Curse is just a flat old number. I think you said you added 3 to it.
yeah, I'm just trying to find it so I can...
Hexblade Curse down there.
Yeah. You gain a plus 3.
3. So 18, 21.
Yeah.
21 points of damage.
That's not
this,
bad. Ain't bad.
this thing...
And I all I've done is move one space. And just to get... I'm still in the antechamber.
That's all you need to do. When one is range, always a big room like this, like, oh, big room, fantastic. I can say, well, we're here.
I said, no, I'm going to go over there.
Yeah, yeah.
this point,
Oh, no.
the machine shuts its eye. All of it.
Okay.
All of the eyes shut on the machine. Sarah, glad you know it's your turn.
It's either dead, about to explode. Well, good. We'll find out. Stay tuned.
Yeah, it's going to explode. I'll move out of the way, Erwin.
When it's the turn.
I'm going to use my longbow again because I don't want to go in that room.
That's okay.
I duck.
Yeah, duck. 17.
No.
Popeye.
Ping,
Stop.
off the armour.
I hate my bloody longbow. It's rubbish. Keep bouncing off
You
stuff.
just hate dice. Dice are bad. So Charles Irwin will then take a go at just trying to just give it a good old biff. You know, a classic biff.
Bit of everything, huh?
Probably maybe he's going to try again and do what he did last time. Just in the vain hope that he can take this thing out. He will do an inflict wounds
Right, that's too long. You're taking it out.
a level 2 with advantage because he's flanking.
Oh,
Oh no, Charlie.
Why?
For you.
well, that's more like it.
15 plus. Why is it not doing any of my add-in for me?
It's 21.
21. Yeah, no, that's cool. Okay, so yeah, it hits. You're at level 3. level 2, sorry. It is 4d10.
Nice. Come on, please. 23.
15.
Nice.
So is that 23?
Yeah.
This.
I still don't trust this technology even when it comes to maths. No,
Literally, the one thing technology's really good at is math.
I still don't trust it.
It's all math.
Can you all make a perception check?
Yep.
Please.
Check. Ooh.
Oh. Charlie's right next to it, like, I got it! I got it! So he doesn't actually hear anything because he's so loud.
I got a 16.
I'm preoccupied. I see this much of the machine. That's all I'm looking at. I got a 6.
6.
I'm getting there.
I
I
got.
observed this piece of metal.
I was doing something else. I was looking something else up. I wasn't.
That's alright, don't worry.
Oh.
20.
I got a 9. I got
So,
a 20 and then a 9.
20.
your elven ears, Serial Gladrinel, pick up a high pitched, like a throbbing. Wum, 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 wum,
But high pitched rather than low pitched.
There's like a throbbing that's going wum, wum, but then there's a keening like above it, like as it's underneath wum wum wum, and then
Sounds like some really weird EDM.
yeah, it's like you
Sounds
listen
like
to
a
V&V
quite
Nation B-sides.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's clearly been spending far too much time.
Yeah, it is Jackson's turn.
I'm going to let the other guys know. I think it's up to something. It's
Sure.
making quite a high pitched noise, and there's like a mechanical throbbing underneath.
I'll take a
I
free action and
down the
go.
room.
We can't let it explode. The king might be above it.
We can't leave it where it is, otherwise it's going to keep shooting at us.
Working on it.
I'm going to circle it a bit
Yeah.
because I can't get closer to it. And then I'm going to pull out a hand axe and lob that at it.
Oh, please don't get a 1. Boom. Ow.
And it's a giant hand axe as well.
Yeah.
It's a big hand axe.
It was wiped me out of a smear. It was a smear.
What did you get?
Bugger the
Got a
windshield.
15 and then second attack. Oh, second attack. Got a crit.
Flipping heck, what's with these crit hits?
Oh my god.
Shitting hell.
Wow.
So my crit hit is 14 plus, so 16 for a hand axe, but that's just a bog standard hand axe. Well, it's bigger than normal, but it's a bog standard hand axe. It's not magical at all.
Yeah.
I like the concept of it's a bog standard hand axe, bigger than normal, but bog standard. Not bog standard then, is it? If it's big.
No, it's a giant hand axe. It's bigger than Irwin.
The axe embeds in it.
Guillotine with a handle comes at me.
The axe embeds into this structure, and over it starts coruscating electricity, starts running over any parts of the metal, jumping between any parts that have any sort of metal to it, like leaping to and fro. Is it like a wood-handled axe, or how is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like all along the metal part and leaping from the main head of the axe to the back part as like little bits of purple.
It's a bit electrified.
Erwin, your go. There is a humming. You now hear it even worse. You think that
Am I going to get zapped, by the way, because I moved?
the rent that you have opened. So it's the top and bottom lines. But that is not hitting anyone there. No.
I will continue to try and open it up so I can get to the guts.
Yes, please do.
He says, please do. Plus roll. Oh, no, 23.
23. Yes.
Or, not target, sneak attack.
Yep,
Yeah.
Charlie's there.
Charlie's there.
Yeah. Which was normal in the world. For 20 damage.
That attack hits, but the electricity coursing through it.
Psychic damage.
Psychic
blades.
damage, so not actual physical contact. No, you're all right. So, yes, it slashes into this thing, and yeah, it takes that damage.
Bonus attack.
Yep.
22
Yep.
for 6.
I don't know, I really wanted to do that.
For 6 damage. Okay, so 26 in total.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Oi.
Okay.
Have I yet made a hole? I could technically put my hand in. I'm kind of going cutting a hole.
Yeah, you kind of pierced round. You might need to peel something away, or describe how this is happening. Describe what you've hit with 4 attacks so far. So you've okay.
I'm just hand here going. I go.
Yeah.
Something.
So you're like circular can opening it. You're trying to invent like something that would be like a psychic version of something that would be sold by JML for opening cans for people who might have arthritic trouble in their hands. That's what you've
It would be like, what is it, as seen on TV?
Yeah, as seen on TV.
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 As seen on
Patented
TV.
Erwin the Cobbler's patented psychic can opener. Yeah, this is
By JML.
I'm literally focusing. I'm focusing my energies and my thoughts into. I don't want to die.
Yeah, just like peeling it open. Yeah, I think at this point the piece looks like it's about to drop out
Okay, cool.
of the thing.
Does it look thin enough that I could probably get in there and peel it open next turn?
Probably not peel it, but you think you might be able to. That piece might drop out towards you. You've kind of got it like you've hit 4, so you've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. You've kind of cut a square or some sort of approximation of one that you could maybe drop out with a little knock next turn. Although I didn't roll for Charlie's reaction, so I'm going to do it now. So Charlie's reaction, he got zapped. Top left, bottom right, and middle. And Charlie gets. Charlie needs to make a dex save. Come on, Charles. Oh no! Charlie. Charlie gets slammed in the stomach by a thunderous, like almost feeling like a cannonball collides with his stomach, and he takes. Oh no! I just inspired him. That's not right. 4 damage. So yeah, Owen, Killian, Norn, you're going with my.
Well, guess what I'm gonna do?
It's the classic warlock move.
Din, 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 din. Yes.
I don't know what that is, but it looks terrifying.
Was that the beginning of Backstreet's Back? Din, 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 din.
I just went din, din, din.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going din, 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 din. Wow.
Backstreet's Back.
Backstreet's
Oh.
Back. All right.
Definitely not.
It's pretty spooky. It's pretty on point for a warlock.
Yeah. Yeah, considering the music video was really weird.
It's not. It was like.
Cool.
It was like. It was
Oh,
like.
is that the haunted mansion type one? Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was very. It was very thriller rip-offery.
Is that the word?
It was the 4 guys wanting. Do you know what, I really. We've got a lot of money. Let's get a professional special effects guy to just make us up as monsters. Let's do that.
It's
Does
so
it
weird
match the music? No. Moving on.
that's where your brain went to when I went on your show.
I can't say I'm not a fan of that song.
Well,
Eldritch Blast me, go on. Eldritch Blast this already fried egg.
19.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah,
Is that a
18.
19 roll or a crit? Was it a roll of 19? Did you crit on 19s and 20s?
No, there was a roll
Oh,
of.
I did get a crit on a 20 though.
We already did that.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I'm saying. If I get a hit on a 19 or a 20, I get 4 HP points back if it's
If it
No,
does.
you get 4 HP when it dies.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying to Pete. Yeah.
Did you get a 19 then? You got an 18 then, didn't you?
I got a 13 with plus
With your
6.
plus, yeah.
So that's 1. And then a 16. So
No.
again, only one of them.
Come on.
But so it's what? 1d10
1d10, yes.
plus a d6
3. Plus 3.
plus 3. Cool. 15.
15.
I'm having to sit like this, Pierre. And then now that could be a really bad idea or a really good idea.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I love those. They're my favourite.
Um,
This is a really bad idea.
yeah.
I have them all the time.
Yes, Matt. Yes, you do.
So
I have a plan.
Uh-oh. That strikes terror in so many hearts.
right.
Matt, can you help? I'm trying to think of something more inventive than throwing another arrow at it.
Let's have a look. Let's load you in. Give me a second.
You've done your action. Bonus action will be. Move will be.
How far away from Jackson am I?
Probably about 40 feet. You are. Oh, no, I'm just picking it up.
Don't pick me up and throw me about, you asshole.
You are 35 feet. 35 feet to his 30 feet to his massive edge.
Okay, so I'm 30 feet from him.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
that's
beat your massive ass.
so
Well,
yeah.
if you move up next to Killian, you can summon and throw your flames at it.
Yeah, that's it then for me.
That is your
Okay.
turn.
D6 plus 6 to hit and 2d8 fire damage.
Ooh. Ouch.
So you
So
can.
this flame one, okay, yeah.
That's produce flame. That's if you move up next to Killian.
Mhm.
So it won't trigger your hunter's mark.
But, yeah.
You can turn into sort of a panther or bear or whatever and charge it, but you're probably going to get hit by lightning or whatever it is it's doing with that.
Yeah, I did think about pouncing, but I thought if it's either going to electrocute me because it's all sparking and shit.
From what
Or
you've
it's gonna fire at me, or
from
both.
what you've witnessed so far, that the first instant will trigger a reaction in the creature, in the object, and then each.
And because Erwin's cut it almost in half, I
hold
think I
on,
might
yeah.
get electrocuted as well.
You could summon your face spirit and let that do the attacking, because you can just summon that next to it. Because at the moment it's not flanked, so Erwin's not getting his bonus. So if you summoned your little face thingy, face spirit there,
You could fight with it.
Adding a flanking bonus.
it will re-give Erwin his flanking a bonus, and
She may or may not use.
it's
Again,
only going to get one attack
No,
with a magical
doing it for
short
next
sword.
It's in range.
If she moved next to me.
If you move up next to Killian, you could put your face bit. 60 feet.
The next attack roll it makes before the end of this turn. Bonus action, so it can fuming and then have advantage on. Well, it's going to have attack. So, yeah, I mean your little face spirit that you can summon. So you pick what shape it will be. So it'll probably be a little fey animal. So sort of think, you know, the little rabbits that have sort of antlers and that sort of stuff. You know.
Take a look.
Or a little fat mushroom. I love a mushroom.
That then gets actions, so it can actually fill a 5-foot cube with within 5 feet of it with magical darkness. So it can drop it into darkness. It can stab it. Does 1d6 plus 3 piercing damage and the d6 for force damage. So it actually does a reasonable amount of damage if it hits.
Okay.
So you could and that lasts an hour. So your hunter's mark will disappear. I think that's that's concentration. But your spirit will hang around for an hour.
Pull him up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm gonna cast my fate. So can I move next to
With that, you don't actually need to because it's got a 90-foot range.
Oh, okay. Can I stay where I am and
you want to
my
maybe
fate spirit?
move in line so you can see through Killian.
Okay.
And then I will find an icon that we can represent your spirit with. What? Tell me
what does it look like, Lou?
Tell me what your little fey spirit looks like.
Is it like our flower chicks or whatever? They were fairies.
I've got fairy girls. Whoa, that guy.
Yeah, it's like the absence fairy. So it's a fairy, but it's a kick-ass fairy.
Okay.
Yes. It's got a patch, and a scar, and 2 hand axes.
It's kind of war-torn, so it's all like raggedy, but it's got armour on it. And his wings are sort of very a bit raggedy as well, and it looks seriously pissed off. It's not a pretty looking fairy, it's a pissed off fairy.
Oh, no.
So, Lou, choose either fuming, mirthful, or tricksy.
They give you different things.
Trixie.
Trixie is the one that can make it dark.
Nope.
What's the one that would make it
Stabby.
stabby?
Fuming, so they all stab anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So fuming means it can have advantage on one of its attacks. Mirthful means it can try and charm things, and Trixie means it can make a 5-foot dark square.
We want.
I think fuming would be the best in my
Fuming, I would think, yeah.
humble
It
dungeon master.
it doesn't matter while it's flanking anyway, because it's got advantage either way.
It's fuming.
Angry.
Angry. Kick-ass little fairy. And it's green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Orange today.
It materialises out of air, and the teeth
Yeah, in a puff of
change.
rage. I like that.
Bottom, it will be here and here are active. What would you like to do? Now it's summoned.
And then
it goes immediately after you.
Yep.
So you can move and you can do a bonus action, and then it gets a go, basically.
I don't need to do a bonus action or move at this point.
Nope. So
But I'll let it have a go.
Now your spirit goes.
So my spirit is going to stabby.
So it uses your spell attack modifier. So if you look on your sheet on your spells, it's your plus 6 spell attack modifier. So you roll the d20 and add 6 to it.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to roll dice. Let's be crazy.
Do it.
No, that's a 12. No, that's 100. That's 20?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I think so.
That one.
Looks like it.
As long as you've got a 20 on it, it's a 20.
Well, it goes up to 19, so
No,
I'm
actually-
20 on there somewhere.
Actually, technically no, because there's 20s on a D10, another percent.
15 plus 6, 21.
21's a hit.
There is a hit occurred from this creature.
So
Woohoo.
angry
Angry thing.
So now it's 2d6
2d6.
6. So plus 6.
2d6 plus 6.
So it's
Right.
1d6 plus 6 piercing damage, and then 1d6 force damage.
3.
So
Yeah.
9 piercing.
9 piercing, and then
Whatever you roll on the second dice, force.
Roll again.
so 2 and 6. So 8.
Oh, I thought you said 3. So it will be 8 points of piercing damage and 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just some things are resistant to, so you split them with which one it is, because some things are resistant to
Okay.
some sort of damage, not others.
This thing is looking really, really ropey. The electric charge coursing through it, not pleasing it one bit. Charlie's go. Charlie.
Whoa.
Some days I love Charlie. Today is one of those days.
You say that.
You
Next
don't
one will
know
be a 1.
Charlie
I love
rolls a
Charlie.
nat
Come on,
20 on his attack roll for inflict wounds.
He's not at it yet. He has to move up.
Oh, he's not at it, so he would move. Oh, yeah, so he would.
Fly.
Probably stay away from the angry imp.
As he moved
Flank me.
that way, he'll go that way. Oh, and he gets zapped as well. Bollocks. Oh, hold on.
Sometimes Charlie's smart. Sometimes Charlie gets zapped.
A lot of the time he gets right.
Hold on. I just dropped my
Drop the
dice
dice.
right under the
Every
sofa.
time you need, like, KFC.
Okay. So he
Charlie,
moves.
I need to go.
He moves. He tries to.
Proceed up.
He doesn't. I'm gonna hold that 4. So what does he do on this thing? Does he move? It reacts. Okay. DC. That one. He's very frightened of this thing. He's also frightened now of the thing.
Aw.
But
And he should
he
be.
gets there and goes, oh, I hate this thing. And does his last
Give me
inflict wounds.
Ooh. 40-10. Damn.
23,
This thing blows up. I'm going to go through the floor.
21, 44 points of damage.
Fucking.
Wow, go Charlie.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm scared of this thing. Turn it into atoms.
Is it dead yet?
Yeah, we're talking.
Slaps it.
The keening sound goes down. Like you see, like this kind of force come from Charlie's hands, and it's like the machine was resting or something, and the eyelids try to flicker open on the thing. Each one turning towards a member in the room. One down to you, Owen, and one round to Charlie, and one round to the Fey Spirit, one over to Jax, and even peering out through the doorway, Serial, you see the top eye peering at you, and trying to like flicker back open these metallic eyelids.
Oh, I love how Killian got left out.
No, and Killian, you're like in the doorway. You two in the doorway.
Killian didn't get a mention though, did it?
Killian, you can have okay, would you like to be the one person it zaps?
It might be a death ray. It might be a death ray.
I think.
Yeah, but Killian, you mentioned everybody else.
Okay,
Killian
Killian.
didn't get a mention.
Killian, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Why don't you suck?
No, a wisdom.
Go on. What one do you want?
I would love a wisdom saving throw, please, from you.
Right. You giant bell-end robot, yeah. Wisdom, yeah?
A wisdom.
Are you
saving.
sure?
Yes, I'm definitely sure. Wisdom saving throw.
It's bang.
16.
You feel like this room is really, really nice, but then realise it's not all that nice.
Okay.
That's
Still a bell-end robot.
and the feeling of fear as smoke kind of pillows out of this giant metallic Easter egg in the centre of the room. The eyes flicker shut, and then smoke starts billowing out of it. The electricity stops coruscating on the axe, and that is the creature defeated. You think? Hey.
We think.
You're pretty sure.
Okay,
Well,
just.
like, you know, Jack Jackson's going to make sure.
I was going to say, just to make sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack goes over and just wants it, just in case.
I was going to say.
No, I was still going to try and like tip it out from the floor.
I was gonna say-
Assuming I'm not scared of it anymore because it's dead, I can now try and rip it out the floor.
So do I
Okay.
get? I'm back up to full health. Not that I had anything missing.
No,
anyway.
no. No, you rolled your die. You rolled some hit dice to get yourself back.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I need one. There we go.
Why are you getting one back?
Because it's dead.
Because it's
Oh,
dead.
because it's
and I've
dead.
got
Oh yeah,
a
you get your
critical
juice.
hit.
You get your juice. Little tasty cog.
But yeah, I was going to say Killian wants to try and like pull it out the floor.
Okay,
So Killian and Jackson are
it'll
going over to
be
pull it out
with
the
an
floor.
assist. Then it will be with advantage.
So-
It's already going to be an advantage. Just athletics, yeah?
Yes, please.
I was going to say, so there you go, Jax.
Touch my character.
Are you on the measuring tool or anything?
I am on the wrong one. That's why you actually.
I always end up doing that.
Charlie would see this and move away.
Even Erwin's like, nope.
My
Um,
face
I-
spirit is moving away, but is kind of like intrigued, so she's staying pretty close by.
Okay.
I figure that I'm going to use Erwin's
How close,
like,
Ariel?
handhold. You know, give a nice, decent grip to sort
Good,
of.
that's good there. No, back a bit, back a bit.
There?
Just next to Erwin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
And Killian's helping Jax. Right?
Killian's helping Jax.
Oh, look at this in
It's
the
already at
eye.
advantage. Okay.
And yeah, I'm going to use Erwin's handhold hand.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, there you go. That's what I was doing this whole time. Just carving our hand holding. You get a good grip on it.
Yeah.
22.
22. You wrench and pull. Can you roll me like an... what's your... is your unarmed defense crazy as big?
My
Unarmed strike sort of thing. Do you get your extra...
It's 5 plus a d6.
Okay. Can you roll me that and see what you do?
I love the fact it just linked the 5 because it is just 5, but then I get a d6 extra damage for being big, which is rolling. So 9 damage.
So between the two of you, it kind of wrenches up and topples over backwards, and revealed inside is a mass of circuitry and wires and twistings. And can you make me, you two, well, yeah, what are you doing? Are you just looking at the insides? What are you doing? Look at this thing. You've got interesting stuff.
So have you let go of where Erwin was like carving away?
This thing's kind of come up and over onto its back. It is now laying this way, taking up
Basically, it's
10
got
feet.
butt on its butt's poking up the side, so you can
Yeah.
into it effectively. Is what
It's
I'm
now,
envisioning.
it's now kind
Is
of.
it a track underneath? Is there one last track in its wiring? So if you start messing with its wiring, it goes to the track.
I don't know.
So,
Well, what I was gonna say is, can I like? Is there a panel on it?
It's on its side, up from the base. So there's wires and stuff sticking out the floor,
Yeah.
and cogs, and there's wires and stuff sticking out of the underside of it.
Because I want to try and get inside it
Uh-huh.
to see if I can get inside it, to see if I can take things from inside it, like the weird little chemical things and the laser beam bits that it was shooting out. I want to see if there's anything there that I can have.
Ah, okay. Please make me, I guess, an investigation check to see what powers this device.
What are you doing?
I'm making sure it's dead.
An investigation,
Yes,
yeah?
please.
An 18.
You are able to Apply and pull
Forgive me
wires
for thinking you're trying to save the king.
away from inside.
It
and
zapped me.
you-
I'm like, it's not zapping me anymore.
You
Okay?
you wiggle wires away. You get the big dragonborn snoot in, and you wiggle through as if you were snuffling through the underbrush, through this kind of
Is it like
massive
oh
wires,
my gosh,
and then
brain.
it's like being born in reverse. You're
I was
going
about to say,
inside.
is it like being born again but reversed?
Yeah, it's
I
if
don't
you
know.
So I
were
was like, oh my god,
if you were being birthed from a mechanical womb, but kind of unborn into a mechanical womb. That's what it's like. You peer inside.
I think he's climbing into it. I don't know why.
You peer inside and you see all you kind of looking out from the inside. From inside, you can see out through the eyeballs, ocular, the bits where the eyelids are half shut. You can see like fractions of light from the room outside coming in, and in the centre of this space is a small glass vial suspended like in a like a glass dome. I've forgotten the proper word for them. Like a vivarium, is it? What's the glass domes where you like keep a little clock inside or something like that? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I don't know what the word is.
Oh, like Beauty and the Beast,
Yeah,
where the
yeah,
roses.
Yeah, it's glass dome. Yeah.
Like a glass dome sealed round into a brass ring fixing, and inside you can see that there are like almost like probes that kind of surround that and seem to be angled at what lies inside. It's very small. Can you make me a perception check to see if you know what it is?
A perception.
A perception to see if you see and work out what it is. Yeah.
I didn't
No.
know our Dragonborn friend was such an engineer.
Can I try and take it though?
Make me a sleight of hand check. See how well you do this.
Even with that, no.
What did you do?
No.
Tell me what happened. What did you roll?
No.
An 8. Okay. Can you please make me a Constitution saving throw as you short circuit the mechanism?
Fuck's sake. Sorry, guys.
It's no problem. I'm not going to go be shot out this thing like a cannon.
Fuck's sake. 5?
The inside of your stomach comes out. You
Oh,
vomit
lovely.
for several minutes inside this mechanical contraption.
Do you know what's the most upsetting thing?
Mm-mm. Tell me what's the most upsetting thing rather
What,
than
he's like
vomiting
kicking
inside a
legs and-
mechanical womb?
All Killian is thinking about is that it's a waste of pastry.
Yeah, there is a lot of pastry.
The amount of vomit that is coming out of him, he's
Um,
really upset about the waste of pastry.
You've pulled. You have the thing in your hand, but you've got like you kind of go, and then this beam goes off, and then you just over your own hand, and you're in there for the process of a whole turn. So there's like six seconds plus everyone else's turns that you're inside this thing. And then you kind of extricate yourself from this thing. Your dragonborn snoot, remnants running from it, your hand, this glass thing in your hand. Yeah, completely.
You've hung on to it. You've thrown up on it, but you've hung on to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Skilled. Was there anything else in there that I could see?
No, not really. Wires and things that you do not have the skill to understand.
Okay, because there was something else that I wanted to see if I could have.
What's this?
You know the like eyeball things?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see if I could take one of them inside it and then just like walk up to Charlie and be like like a child.
They look like they are detachable from the outside.
Oh, I go outside then. I like tuck the thing I've got inside my cloak.
It's covered in vomit, and everyone's seen you come out. They've seen just like basically what they saw was you go in, and then your legs go stiff, and this sound like that as you were wedged inside this thing.
And then I've come out.
Yeah, holding something forming up.
I don't care. I've tucked it inside my cloak.
There's a squelch.
And then I've gone to take one of the eyeball things from.
Tell me how you do this, please.
Ariel isn't looking. She turns away.
They're all bolted on big brass-looking bolts.
I'm just going to try the other door. Just going to try the other door. On my back. Good.
So you're going to try and undo them with your Dragon Ball claws.
Yeah.
Let's have a sleight of hand then? Or a dexterity, I don't know. You can try and undo it with your fingers. I guess it's strength. I don't know. No, so.
So what is it?
I'm going to say it's a sleight of hand because you're doing something very, very fine with your hands.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I am now.
You sure? You sure?
Not really, but let's go.
Oh.
I would like to collect up my axes if I can.
Jackson.
Ariel's going to come in the room because nothing's firing at her anymore.
Yeah, your axe is retrievable, Jax.
Cool. And then I'm going to go and stand next to the door behind Erwin.
I'm going to go and stand next to my fey creature.
Okay.
While I'm waiting to be able to go through the door.
I love the fact that Jax always stands right behind me. So every now and again, this darkened shadow just appears behind me. Like,
I was going to say, like, you just disappear.
Well, it's going to take another 40 seconds or so before I can actually fit through the doorway again.
13. You attempt to loosen one of these bolts with your finger.
Can I just pull it off?
Then it would be a straight up athletics. It's going to be quite tough. This is like you're trying to literally wrench bolts out of the socket.
Suck on that, 21.
You pull and pull and pull on this thing.
It doesn't come off, does it? Fuck you.
You think that the bolts would holding it fast in this thing. You'd think you'd have to undo each one. Then it would come away.
I just want to annoy Charlie.
I know you want to annoy Charlie.
Is
You've
that
already
why
bought
you're
him.
being so
What is it with
horrible?
it? You and eyeballs and Charlie. You've already bought him an eyeball hat earlier in the game.
Charlie liked his eyeball hat.
He loved his eyeball hat.
Exactly, see?
He did have a wicked
That
time
was
with his
an
eyeball hat.
expensive night out. 50 gold's worth of getting Charlie drunk.
It was the best hat, and then someone who cast dancing lights on his hat.
That was one of the bards, I think, from the band.
Yeah, I think
I
someone
was going to
cast
say, I
dancing
think
lights.
we asked somebody to do it, didn't we?
Oh yeah. You asked someone, Jax, I think, and they were orbiting round like the thing, weren't they? It was brilliant.
I don't know.
And now the eyeball hat is a papoose for Eggy. So, no.
Yeah, it's good all round. So yeah, the door, Erwin.
Anyway.
I will open the door if nothing else to get out of the room and vomit smells. What?
Yeah.
Gently breathe.
It's a combination of vomit and burning wires.
Tasty. Moving on.
Can you move the screen down a bit so I can see the door, please?
Yes. You can.
Ta-da.
Through the door.
I will open the door to get another antechamber,
You will.
and I will step in.
You do.
And I will go to the other door. And I shall open that one too.
You do.
I'll step into the stairwell.
You are.
Up or down?
It's up.
I shall just continue up. At
Up
this
the
point, I'm almost
stairs.
disgusted by the whole affair. It's like I'm going this way.
We're coming with you. And my little fey creature and me, Dot, says.
How big is your fey creature, Serial?
That's
It has to be small. It's small or medium, isn't it? Small or medium?
As I'm like following those guys, I take this thing out of my cloak
Mhm.
and then just like put my hand in, like check that I haven't got any
Small.
pastries in my pocket, and
It's
then I
small.
just like
It's
clean.
small face, so it's the same sort of size as Erwin.
Okay, yeah. So this little fairy actually climbs up onto your shoulder and takes a bit of your hair and begins to braid it as you start marching up the
Aww,
stairs.
that.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
it's
Certainly, it's turning into a
human,
noose.
but it can do excellent hairstyle. It's doing like a kind of cornrows undercut type thing onto Serial's side of her hair.
Oh,
I thought it was an
Oh,
angry.
move my face, please.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fuming face.
It's doing it. It's making a battle style hairstyle. This is like
Warrior
Putting
Prince.
up
Brushing your hair really angry.
yeah. This is like the most furious braiding you've ever seen. This is like
It's like a little like,
imagine if Bake Off was like hairdressing. It's like Bake Off crossed with hairdressing. It's that amount of energy is going into making her hair that good.
There was actually a thing for that, and it was for charity. And it was celebrities that did it.
Excellent. At this point, before you reach your next floor, shall we have a 5-minute tea, coffee, getting stuff?
Yes,
bits?
thank
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Folks. All right.
I agree.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back, Fragment. It is yeah, some more stairs. I'm afraid for you, Erwin the cobbler. As you,
I'm really getting some real calisthenics going on here.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
leg muscles are going to be
everybody's
like,
calves are going to look beautiful and sculpt, and you are going to look very sculpt by the time you've finished this cardiac tower.
I'll say cardiac
cardio,
arrest.
not cardiac, cardio tower.
Cardiac.
Cardiac towers, that'll be problematic.
Just like all of a sudden, heart explodes and the blood comes down the stairs. No, that does not happen. You climb the stairs and
trap.
you everybody make a constitution save. No.
Oh, no!
You get to the top of the stairs and what would you like to see what you see before you, everybody?
Yes, please.
yes,
Is
please.
it dark?
Let's do this.
No.
It's not dark.
Mm-mm.
Awesome, I can actually see it.
I don't know. I've got to wait for like half a minute or so.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm-
get through the antechamber.
I'm with Jax.
It's a really awkward moment. As you're like, Jax is standing there like, so, you're like, so what's it like being big?
Oh no, I'm with Jax, but I'm just like wiping the vomit off my hand and this thing I
Oh, yeah.
found. I'm like,
In the light, I'm going to
Just
let you
try-
make that,
like
a perception check on that thing as you
scrub
clean
the
it.
vomit off.
Please make a perception check on the thing.
16.
Oh, you think you recognise what's in this thing? It's a tiny bit.
Okay, where would I recognise it from?
You've licked some before.
3.
Is it pink?
It is pink in colour.
Is it my bit of crystal?
No. Yours is much larger.
Is it a bit of my bit of crystal?
No.
Is it a bit of crystal?
It is. It appears to be a crystalline
Putting
fragment.
down the list.
Okay, so
A tiny, like probably compared to your crystal, which is kind of like this.
yeah.
It's like a sliver, like
Rain almost.
maybe a quarter of a slice of dairy lee.
What's dairy? The triangle.
Dairy
I
lee
love that
triangle.
it's a sense of measurement. It's a quarter of a slice of dairy.
The thing is, I then had to go.
Everybody knows
what
what a-
you get.
I was just like, what's a dairy? Oh, the triangle.
Yeah, not a dairy lee dunker. I'm not talking about
That's
the
what I
split-
was
no.
thinking. I was like,
Right,
I
no,
can't
the
remember
triangle.
dunkers.
You said
No.
wedge.
We're talking wedge shaped like a dairy lee, but like a quarter of that. A tiny thing, but 3D, and it is.
Well, I hope it was 3D, not 2D.
Well, that would freak you out, wouldn't it? I should have said it was 2D. It's just literally like crystalline
It's-
fibre.
Yeah, it's a terrifying fracture in space time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's a.
God,
You peer at
change
it and you get sucked inside a tesseract, and
yeah, right.
no, we're not doing that yet. That's later.
Yes,
Cool.
like that.
You peer at this object
Okay,
and you
cool.
know that it is crystal, but it seems to be suspended within this,
Within a tube.
within the little.
So it's in a tube in the dome.
No, the dome is the tube. So there's a little brass ring, dome over
Oh,
the top.
I was in imagining.
You're in imagining.
By the way, it's called a vacuum bell. By the way,
Yeah.
Vacuum bell.
Thank
vacuum
you.
bell.
So I was imagining the dome like this size because that's what the size you were holding it as.
No. The dome is the brass ring is about the centre of my like maybe 2 inches at max in full diameter,
Oh, okay, so it's only like that.
And the top comes up like this. It's quite long. It's like a conical flask. Like this, maybe like that.
Your entertainment while you're waiting to go small.
Okay, so I am trying to clean this thing. I figured out what's in it.
Yeah. Jackson, would you like to do anything while you're watching this Dragonborn messing with its own vomit?
I'll move away a little bit, but other than that, I'm just waiting around for 30 seconds.
I was going to say, I'm not next to Jackson.
Okay, you're just down there. Okay.
I'm just down there with him.
Sarah Gladionel, Faye Spirit, Charles Irwin, and Irwin, all up the steps, and Serial. Did I say you all? I don't know. Those four of you. You look into this space, and there is a plush, thick pile of a rug that is rolled out right across this 60, maybe 70 foot long space. There is no antechamber.
There's two.
Whole corridor full of them.
There is no antechamber. Across this circular room runs a carpet of a thick pile. The edges of it beautifully embroidered and woven with golden threads that lie across it. Beautiful, what was once probably well polished marble floors with great pillars make a kind of colonnade that goes across this space with great high ceilings, probably, I don't know, 60 to 80 feet high in this space. The sides of the space behind the pillars interlaced with this are great big teardrop shaped stained glass panels depicting various beasts and creatures of Frohast, great yetis, and the a noble creature that you would know, Erwin, called a screezer, which is a kind of big furry cow.
Yep, I got that. Yep.
Like with thick pelt. But I don't think Serial would have come across them yet, even though you've done work for the king. You might not have seen them. You might have seen them on a market day. Maybe you saw them on a market day. And an array of other beasties and creatures. Some of them being slain, some of them being ridden, some of them being sort of tamed. Heroic scenes, basically, depicted.
Can I make a suggestion to Charles Irwin to maybe fly up into the rafters and see what he can see from up
You
there?
can certainly do that. Would you like to?
Yes, please.
Charles will say, What do you think might be up there, Serial?
I'm not sure, Charles, but we haven't come across a room of this space before, and I think it may be prudent to check the room out in all angles. So if you go up into the rafters, and you, Owen, if you check either side to see whether there's any traps maybe from the side that could launch at us as we walk down the carpet.
That's a fantastic idea. So what you're saying is you'll be perceptive down here, and I'll go and be perceptive upstairs.
Yes.
Or above, rather. Yes, okay. Perception checks.
I turn to Serial and go, out of all the things that have happened, the one room that actually says the king might be here, now you're worried.
Yes, well, it's the important room, isn't it? Don't you think?
The one room is least likely to be trapped. You're worried for traps. Okay. I will do what she says, because I think it's hilarious. I've got a smile on my face. Brilliant. One room that says no traps here.
Perception check from Serial, and Erwin, if you want to investigate for traps, you're most welcome.
I will, yes, certainly do see whether or not I can find. 20 total.
20. Erwin, you do not perceive that there are any traps within the immediate space that you are walking in. That's within about, I don't know, so the first couple of columns. You cannot you
Oh,
don't
crisscross
think,
the room.
yeah. As you move forwards across this space, Serial, what did you get? Sorry,
17.
17. 17. You look round. You notice as you're looking, both of you, with your investigation, that again it's that feeling of like was once good, has been left still and empty
Dusty,
or
dirty.
not used. Yeah, indeed.
Cobwebby. Yeah.
That kind of stuff. And with your
Look at the
17
vacuum.
Serial, you notice that a couple of the panels of glass have been broken also. Charlie flies up into the rafters with a perception of 5 and
He brains himself, comes crashing.
flies up and you hear this and he kind of swoops back down and he's being pursued at this point by a rather disgruntled pigeon that is seemingly chasing him away from the nest. It's like, get away, and then yes.
I'd like to throw a dagger at that. That's good lunch. That's good eating.
Oh, please make an attack roll against the pigeon.
Yeah, I'm going to throw it down. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that was great. 11.
11, yeah, it's a pigeon. Yeah. Is this a psychic dagger as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it goes away. There's no marks in it. I just pick
the pigeon just kind of goes no. Collides with the floor, and then Charles says, "Oh, great! Thanks a lot, Erwin." And he flaps back up to the rafter and comes back down. He's holding a nest. He's like, "More damn eggs!"
Put them in for boost.
So it's like he's got a giant owlbear egg, and then he arranges these 3 pigeon eggs round.
I'll take eggs. I'll take eggs.
From downstairs, all you hear is eggs. Who's got eggs? Fried egg? Fried egg? Shall we have fried eggs?
Does he not teleport and say he's in the room? Where did you come from?
Yeah, it's instantaneous. There is no sound of footsteps because the feet are so swift up the stairs. It's like, and it goes like that. Yeah.
Eggs? Who's got eggs?
Is Charles going to give up the eggs to Killian, or is Charles going to
No, Erwin's got the eggs.
No, Charles has got...
Erwin's got the eggs. Erwin's put the eggs carefully in his bag.
And he's like, oh, fine. I suppose I've already got Eggy. And then, what would you like to do now in this space? Jackson, you are shrunked. You can come up the stairs.
You have shrunked.
I will start heading upstairs too.
Similar thing that you see. In fact, the same thing because you're in the same room.
Only similar.
Well, similar because Jack sees it from a slightly different angle because he's taller.
I'm like trying to creep up behind Erwin and like open his bag. Like, eggs.
You're not going to steal from a thief.
Oh.
One, you're huge. There's no sneaking. Because I noticed the light disappearing from the silhouette.
This is quite a large...
Oh, I don't even try and sneak. I just appear behind Erwin. I'm like, eggs.
and Charles will say, look, it's not time for eggs. Just about sick of this damn tower. Shall we try?
Always time for eggs.
There is always time later for eggs. Let's add that caveat. There's nothing up there but pigeons, it would seem, Serial.
Okay, let's proceed down the carpet then.
I will continue my trap detections because I could be wrong. I mean, I'm happy to be wrong.
Let's have another roll.
Is it an open space just with a strip of carpet, or is it actually a corridor?
It's an open space, great big open space. Columns coming down either side of the space that suspend this higher up ceiling. At the far end of
Game of Thrones, that when they're hiding an army, they always hide them behind pillars. And every time I hear about a long corridor of pillars, I always think it's like hidden behind them. That's why I want to.
Please.
We had automatons with our suits of armour, so it's not unfair.
Owen, please make that check again for me, please.
Yay!
Have we got a map of that room?
I don't have a map of that room.
shocking.
I know, it's disgusting, innit? Some DM you are.
You didn't think we were going to get that far.
No, not that.
He basically just didn't think he was going to get that far, did he?
I see nothing. It rolled off a 20 into a 5, so a total of 5.
You make your best check, and you don't believe that there are any traps in this next section of the room, next half of the room.
Okay. Can I freeze the carpet?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, of course you can. You've got freeze breath, of course you can, but...
Yeah, yeah. You breathe your icy breath and
then I'll back up.
I see what you're
back up a
saying.
Yeah.
Do a couple of steps and just slide across the carpet. Like,
okay, make a
to
dexterity saving throw.
To the far end of the room.
Make yourself your dexterity. I know you. No, you can walk on ice because you're a dragonborn. You don't need to make that, do you? You get some sort of weird advantage. Doesn't she get some advantage on it because she's ice? No. Okay. Oh, it's dragons. Like a white dragon can walk on snow, can't it? But you can't. Dexterity saving throw, please.
Why can't I walk on ice?
Because you ain't You ain't a dragon. You're a dragonborn.
You can't walk on ice for free. You have to make your check.
Yeah, make a check.
So what is it?
Dexterity saving throw, because you're trying to be like... Or no, because you're planning this. It's not happened upon you. You can tell me how you would do it. It's an ability check, rather. Because it's like, you choose how you want to do it. It can be acrobatics, or...
Oh, it's going to be athletics.
Okay, so you're going to do this...
Because I'm like trying to get
as far as you can.
As far as I can in the room. Standing up in one slide.
Yeah, okay, yeah, cool. Let's have it. Give us that roll. This is focusing the muscles in your leg to kind of create almost like
I want to lock into that position.
Yeah, almost like
when
you've
you're
got
doing
a virtual skateboard.
Did you do this at the same time as you're freezing it, like Iceman style, where you're sort of freezing it?
Yeah. What's his name?
Dr.
That's
Freeze.
cool.
Dr.
No.
Freeze.
Hilarious. Carry on.
Is it Frozone from The Incredibles?
Something like that.
Also Frozone, yeah, there's no one yet.
Yeah, see? Try a 24.
Yeah, perfect.
If there was a crowd, this would be like cheers and cheers and hooray.
You just see this. See this dragonborn in front of you suddenly go, and then take a running slide across this thing, and you are at the other side of the room. There is a throne, 2 thrones, and a smaller chair, like a smaller throne.
At this point, I turned into a penguin.
Okay.
And a joiner. So I then slide.
Yeah. So there's you burn a wild shape to turn into a penguin to join in this slide.
I walk up to Jackson and say 10 goals. Right now.
Just like, I ain't dealing with this shit.
Ah.
For all this fun going on, I demand 10 gold. Throne room, frozen floor, everything else. If I'm going to get hung, I at least want to have 10 gold on me.
Talk to them.
But we're gone. We're the other end of the room.
What? To the penguin?
Yeah, or the dragonborn.
I tell the Charles.
You literally just turn to Charles like...
And Charles
no,
doesn't...
yeah, literally with a hand out.
Yeah.
Put it on the spot.
Charles will literally go... Reaches in a pocket and gives you the 10 gold if he has it. I think he has.
Yeah, I think he has.
We should do. We've got about 4. Well, I've got about 400, I think.
Yeah.
And then at this point, my little face spirit is just giggling. He finds everything very, very funny.
Which always sounds fantastic. Have you ever heard of a penguin chattering? You're hilarious.
Am I fae because it's a fae? Doesn't have to. It sort of just flies over.
He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out 70 gold. And just says, Owen, take this as an advance. Yeah.
There we go.
You have been more than helpful on this escapade. Even though, if I think back now, you might be the one that got us into this mess by unlocking the door at the front.
That's what you hear from the far end of the room. Like,
He says, despite this...
Goes back and go, you're right. It was my fault.
No, he says, no. We're in this together now. I think you should share in the profits and misfortunes of this group, and one of those misfortunes is to cope with those two. And he gestures towards the penguin and the dragonborn, who are at the other end, like flipper on hand high-fiving. Because they're like...
Do you know what the worst bit is? Out of the group, the dragonborn and the penguin are royalty.
They're both... That's why they've got such a sense of, like, carefreeness, because nothing really... They think nothing can touch them.
Oh, it's not even that. It's like... Killian's like, well,
diplomatic community.
I need to find out what the stats are for a penguin. I just like where it
fly. I can tell you one stat of it already. Fly speed 0. Like,
You say that. But an emperor penguin is because emperor penguins can actually move so fast on the water. That when there was a person in the Antarctic who was actually training at the Arctic, who was training and actually studying them, got too close, and Emperor Penguin went whack and then hit him with his flipper and broke his arm. Ooh. They are that strong. They are wicked strong. They can literally go like 15 miles an hour underwater, swimming, flying underwater.
Oh, you
creates
can't
a
get
large
it
amount of muscle. Literally all that side muscle is just muscle just from moving their flippers. They're incredibly strong.
And you can get a swim speed, you see there.
They're solid bone. It's not even like...
There's actually a Reddit thing saying, help me stat my penguin for D&D.
Yeah, you will not believe what things are started. Everything is
Can you
started.
screenshot that and send it to me, please?
Yes.
Hilarious.
Obviously, you would keep all your own mental things. Intelligence, wisdom.
Otherwise,
you wouldn't actually become a penguin. Yes, 3 thrones. 3 thrones are in front of you two, and the rest of us. And Colin Charles was like, "Oh, and I suggest, I don't know how you are at skiing, but
What was that sound? Sorry, cut out there.
I said, oh, and I don't know how good you are at skiing, but his breath doesn't reach very far around. We can circumvent this ice. Jackson, shall we proceed?
I was going to go the other way, yeah.
Okay.
I'll sort of swing out to the side, so probably outside the columns.
So, the 3 thrones, does it look... It's like you said there's 2 bigger ones.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a bigger one, a medium-sized one, and a little one? Or are the 2 bigger ones
like
the same size?
A king, a queen, and a prince.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Oh my good golly gosh, yes, exactly that.
Okay. Do they look like they've been sat in recently?
Everything in here is in a state of ill preservation. There's the odd pigeon poo here and there upon these beautiful wrought thrones.
Okay. And is there anything else in this room?
I make an investigation check.
Does it appear to be that we are on the top of this tower?
Make an intelligence check.
And can I do a perception check of the room in general to see if there's anything else unusual in this half of the throne room section of this room?
19 for intelligence.
You believe that from outside you could see these great big stretching panes of glass. and with that you think there might be only a smaller, like a dome or something that goes up higher, like it narrows towards the top.
Okay, and it was a 19 on investigation.
You peer. Where are you looking in this room?
I am. So I'm where the thrones are, and I'm just looking to the sides of the thrones, behind them. Kind of like scanning.
Okay.
Like a little radar.
As you look, you can see that there is like a the wall behind is engraved and inset again with sort of similar heroic scenes carved inlaid various panels
stone.
into like it appears to be carved and then gilded.
Okay.
So like some of the figures are maybe not gold, but they're gilded.
Okay.
Highlighted in gold in places, like inflections of like certain like weapons that may have magical sources. They all the effects that would have is in gold. Wizard spells that shoot from hands are similarly in wrapped in gold.
Okay, is there anything else? So that's behind the thrones.
With that's on the back wall, and you see that there are like several panels like that would be like several friezes, if you see what I mean. Like there's one scene showing like a depiction of one battle. There's another scene depicting another one, and another one depicting different scenes in it.
Okay, is that all I see?
That's where you're looking behind the thrones and stuff. Serial, what was your role, please, for your perception of the rest of the room, this end of the room?
18.
Sorry?
18.
18. Your perception is that this room isn't circular.
Ah.
Where you stand now, your perception makes you feel like there is like the top of an egg.
Are you still a penguin?
Yep.
But you can't tell anyone that, but your penguin perception.
A quack. We wonder what you mean.
You don't know that information.
No, I know, but I'm looking at these.
These panels.
And I go up. Can I go up and like put my hands against them?
Yes, you can.
And my ear to see if I can hear or feel anything, because it's like, to me, it's like, if that's so the door we came in, it's the only door in here, and that's the far end of the room. Killian would be like, nah. If it were me and this was my throne room, there would be a secret passageway.
I'm gonna quack around the thrones, and I'm gonna quack over to Erwin, and then quack back to the thrones, trying to it insinuates that Erwin needs to investigate the thrones.
Can you show us that quack, please? No, I'm not going to make you.
Over to Erwin. Erwin.
Flippers point. It's like one of those like traffic directors like
Charles. Yeah, I look at Charles. I look to Jackson. I shrug and I follow the penguin.
Of course you do.
But we're not. I'm going to pick up a penguin. Just follow.
Yes.
Oh,
boom.
Now, I know there's going to be 2 big slidey marks and some goblin footprints, but are there any other footprints or tracks in this dusty, dirty
Perception
room?
for Killian and a survival for yourself, Jackson.
No.
So we're going to do his investigation as well.
Hold on. Yeah, we've got to do this in order because people are asking me things in an order, so we have to wait.
I got a 9.
We'll get there.
9. 10. You put your ear to it. It's cold stone against those little holes that exist as your... Have you got little frills for your ears, or have you got just like the kind of little holes?
No, I had like big...
Yeah, frilly bits that go back, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your frill gets a chill.
Okay, do I feel anything? Like, is there any vibrations, any air coming through?
Not with a 10, you don't.
Okay.
Erwin, please roll me an investigation of the throne.
Can I lick it? Just liquid in for ages.
Sorry?
24.
24. The thrones, as you look at them, are intricately carved. The central throne, what you assume to be a kingly throne, the arms are beautiful. They have almost like places where you could slide and hold your hands into the very arms of it. It's carved to look like the fur of like a yeti's fur, but it's gold. But the fur is so well cleverly carved that you can't, unless you're sitting and sliding your hands along, you'd just think that those falls in the fur were just falls in the fur. But when you sit, you can, as you run your
right now.
goblin fingers along, you feel and
Buttons.
Little buttons under your thumbs.
Oh, we'll try and activate this.
There is a rumbling next to Killian's ear.
No, not next to Killian's ear.
You go to
against Killian's tongue.
You go to put your tongue out, and the thing you go to lick is whipped away from you, and you don't get to lick because the door is jutted open, and beyond there is a passage.
But I haven't licked anything in ages. I was so close.
Wow.
I'm like,
wow. I turn around to see a dragon boy hair and somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm literally just stood there like.
And you're looking that way, and then a penguin wanders past you going.
We just waddle through the gap, regardless of what anybody else is doing. I'm just going to keep going through the little gap.
These stairs are pretty much the same as the other ones.
Oh, more stairs. Bloody brilliant.
Apart from...
So is this the ante-room?
Is this the antechamber?
There's no antechamber before the stair.
No, do you know what?
The whole of the throne room was an antechamber.
The antechamber. The most expensive and extravagant antechamber ever built.
The stairs lead up again, I'm afraid, but they kind of wind in and kind of come up in a spiral that kind of moves to the centre of the room, of the tower, if you see what I mean. They wind, but also move southerly. If we were looking at the map that we've got on the screen now at the same time.
Okay, I am following the penguin because the penguin's like.
I want to know how the penguin is doing stairs.
With an athletics check.
Not known for their ability to go 1 foot over the other. They tend to go and then jump.
So -4 on the
penguins
top.
are very good at getting up boulders because they have to sort of climb up.
Shooting out of water when they are propelling themselves out of water. I would agree.
No. If you watch a penguin, if it's trying to get away from the shoreline to get away from
you're absolutely right, because like I said, the same muscles that control those massive wings of theirs control their body. They literally go queen.
And how does the stats of a penguin represent that, please? Was it a -4 to the roll, Jackson?
-4 strength check, yeah.
So
See, they have no concept of what actual. They should be like they practically be strength 18 and like dex 2. It should be the same
They should
retarded
be
like that.
stronger than D&D are making them. cross.
You need to build your own stat block for an emperor penguin. That's it.
Toby, what are you doing? You're not having chili? Get in here.
Let's have that strength roll. So a d20.
I'm trying to find it. Hang on.
With a -4.
Get on your bed.
Strength.
I am gonna.
Oh.
Yeah, that's about right.
Pull your
4.
tail off.
You.
So that's I've got 8 and then -4. So that's
It's a valiant attempt. 2 stairs are achieved. 3 stairs are achieved. 4 stairs are achieved. Then you jump the next one, but only land half a flipper.
Ooh.
And then there's this moment of penguin panic as you begin to tilt backwards. The flippers do this, and then you roll back down the stairs. Can everyone make a dexterity saving throw as a penguin rolls down the stairs towards you?
Oh crap! I will try.
I'm a penguin bowling ball.
Yeah. You've basically recreated the trap from the first floor, but with a penguin.
27.
27. Yeah, when you dexterously
yeah,
leap the rolling penguin.
What am I doing?
A dexterity saving throw.
Right. 19.
Yeah, like that. I did that.
That's what you wanted to do. At
Well,
19.
we only had a standard penguin. I wanted to
You're
get an emperor
over.
penguin.
Jackson.
Oh, did it not flip across?
Sorry.
I got 15 on a deck save.
15. Yeah, you're over, and Charles will not even bother. He will see a oh no, we'll have to do a dex because it's something happening to him. Okay.
I would like to make a bonus action effect to try and catch the emperor penguin.
Oh yeah, yeah. So tell me how you would do it. Give me that flavour.
I would grab it by a flipper, like a flipper or a foot, depending on what's rolling past me at the time, I guess.
Okay. So you're going to try and stop that momentum. So
boom, boom, boom. So a flipper or a foot, whatever comes first.
So is it?
But Lou, your penguin is pretty much the same size as Erwin.
Yeah, and that's the dumb idea. It's the thing I would do, not whether the thing is smart.
So I guess it's going to be a strength then to try and stop the rolling penguin. Oh.
Just a strength check, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Or an athletics, if you wish.
Oh, okay, then. Athletics. This I can do. Okay, athletics. I will add psychic dice to that and I'll D8. Roll. Yeah, so not many, 8 in total.
Okay, that's quite. This is a lovely, hilarious moment. You jump over, reach back round, grab onto the penguin, are pulled down with the penguin. So now there is now a goblin and a penguin.
Can I attempt to sort of halt actions of a penguin and a...
Yes, you do. You may try
that.
that.
Oh, please, fail the strength check. It'll be hilarious.
But at this point...
Charles is there with 3 people going...
But at this point, there is already... now, it bounces down a couple of steps. Charles fails his dexterity saving throws. Now there is a... there is a penguin, a goblin, and an aarakocra rolling down the stairs sideways in some sort of Scooby-Doo medley.
I'm just watching it go. I'm like...
I would attempt to stop it anyway,
Okay.
even if I just sort of, you know...
Yeah, barge it. Okay.
Make a wall.
Yeah, that's the same check, please.
Fail. Yay!
What are we at?
1-3.
13. So no. So like they roll into you down the stairs, and this added mass of having a rather chubby pigeon boy into the mass comes down. I need another D6 because we got like quite a lot of stuff happening. So everybody who's in that medley take 8 bludgeoning damage as you tumble down the stairs to the bottom.
So you're going to stop being a penguin and take some overflow damage.
Yeah. So how much was the HP on a penguin?
2.
2. So then there's 6 normal damage.
6, yeah. 6 off your serial gladronel form. Yeah, so there's a...
I don't care, it was good being a penguin. I like being a penguin.
It was worth it? I want to say it's worth it. There's a
for
pile
comedy
of...
value alone, not because it was actually particularly good for the quest, but just for the comedy value.
Killian, you stand at the top of the stairs and peer down, like... I can imagine you walk up, there's this... behind you.
So
and you just like kind of peer around. But no, they didn't even get that far up because Serial failed that first check. So you got a couple of steps and then and you just kind of peer back round one of the curves. Like
all my damage is basically a birdman laying on my face. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, beak first.
Serial gets up as and tries to straighten himself out as quickly as possible to get some composure back. Even though she's quite dishevelled because she's just fallen down the stairs with a penguin.
Yeah. Charlie is panicking, going, Eggy, checking his egg all over, and then realises that he's sitting on Owen. Says, "Oh, I'm ever so sorry, Owen." And a mouth full of feathers. Keep it.
Sorry. Just having too much fun being a penguin.
Up the stairs.
Sorry, I hadn't anticipated steps would be a problem.
Up the stairs you go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'd just watched them fall.
Bow,
Watch
smile,
them all
bow.
land, and then turn around and carried on going. I'm like,
Killian, you are first there. Then there is a wooden door.
okay.
I'm sort of swooping up and walking up, very regally up the stairs, trying to hold some.
Poise.
Poise, yes.
It's the cat moment. Cats have to go extra poise just to
See if I can hear
compensate for the embarrassment.
again.
Yeah.
Hand against the door, ear against the door to see if I can hear or feel anything.
With your naturally cold blood, immediately you would feel that the door is slightly warm to the touch compared to the rest of the place that you have been in so far. Please make me a perception check, though. You get that for free.
GM gave away 3 stuff. Terrifying.
That is a 6 on your perception check.
So it's a 7.
A 7. What are you doing? Describe this.
So I put my hand against the door.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like hand, ear.
Your hand's warm. Not very much else. Everyone else comes up behind.
Okay. What does the door look like?
It is a small wooden door with a lock, brass handle, circular.
Okay, I try and open the door.
It does not budge.
Okay, I forcefully try and open the door.
Okay.
You believe this door to be locked?
Yeah, I'm like shoulder barging this thing.
Okay. You would need to make an attack roll or a strength check against this door. You know you have a guy that can pick locks with you, right?
Yeah, I know, but I also just watched that guy tumble down the stairs with a bloody penguin, an Aarakocra, and...
Yeah, because that totally wipes out everything I've done so far. So, yay!
An orc, half orc.
Yeah.
Clearly incompetent.
Yeah, I just watched that happen, and I'm like...
Says the Dragonborn who surfs on his own...
Yeah.
Excuse me, I did that with ease.
You did.
You vomited with ease. It's true. You vomited over yourself beautifully.
So what?
I skated quite well as a penguin.
Yeah, you're going to make a strength check.
Penguin was quite good. You just skated quite.
Natural 20.
Oh, this door has had it.
And plus 3, so 23.
So the door, the lock remains shut.
Yeah,
But the middle of the door comes out.
Yeah.
The lock is perfectly intact, and then kind of thunk out of the place where it is fastened to the wall, as a Dragonborn crashes through. Immediately, the smell of incense fills everybody's nostrils, billowing out.
Okay.
Can I do an Arcana check, please?
On what? What are you arcanaing?
I'm Arcanaing the room and the smell.
Yes, please roll.
What do I see in this room? Because I'm assuming I'm first in because I barged this door down.
You are.
So
you
what do I
see
see?
low hanging smoke. Very, very basic in this place.
24.
24. None of this is magical. Stone, big block stone floor, stone ceiling, narrow passageway.
It's a passageway.
Yeah, beyond the door. Yeah.
I said in this room, and you said...
No, nothing in this room. You burst into a passageway.
Okay, I start heading down the passageway. I follow my schnoot down the passageway to where the incense would be the strongest, I'm assuming.
I'm following Killian.
Anybody else?
Start sneezing.
Sorry?
Jackson sneezing.
Jackson sneezing. Jackson and experiences with incense in before has not been good. Erwin, what would you like to do?
Good question.
She's up my house.
Oh no, have breakfast.
Run!
Look.
Just turn around and run away.
No, I've been paid in advance, to be brutally honest. I will try and make my way to as close to the front of the party as possible. I won't get in front of our Dragonborn because she's way too far ahead, but at least in front of Sariel, at least.
Okay. As you,
I actually move faster, so 35. So
as you walk past Charlie, there's a little tap on your head. It says, "Go on." He's put guidance on you.
When you make a skill check, you get a D4 to it. For one skill check in the next minute.
Nice.
As you sneak by, he goes, "You might need some." It says, "Melora be with you," as you pass, and kind of just a feather brushes your head. And you kind
That's concerning that he's just done that, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Just out of character, that's concerning.
you make your way just behind the Dragonborn as you weave in between the legs. The smoke gets thicker as you walk through. Not smoke, but like that kind of cloying feeling of incense being burnt in a room over and over and over again.
Oh my god! Like when you walk into a hippie shop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
That overpowering, and it's not just one type; it's several different types. And then along the corridor,
they all make the same smell.
Yeah, it's like a conglomerate of smells.
Yeah.
The place has been lit with sconces along the way, but now you start seeing on the floor candles all along. These are letting off perfume as you walk along, and you see an opening beyond, and you hear a scuttling at the far end.
A scuttling?
You hear sudden movement.
Okay, can I quicken my pace?
Yes.
And
you are no longer being stealthy. That's fine. You weren't being stealthy anyway, but...
No, I wasn't. I fucking barged down a door.
Yeah, you knocked down a door, you charged down the corridor.
Yeah, because I was like, if there is anybody on the other side of this door, I'm going to have him.
Yeah. You see a Dragonborn running, everybody.
Me and my Fae, who's still with me, even though we've been a penguin and come back again, go after. I know that if Killian's seen something, it's important, so I run after Killian.
Everyone else?
No, maintained, yeah.
I'm bringing up the rear, so I can, only go as fast as possible. I can only go as fast as I go anyway.
Do I notice Erwin behind me?
No, I think you're looking straight ahead, probably.
Would I feel him there, though?
Not unless he's touching you.
Did you touch me at all, Alwyn?
I didn't get past you yet, have I?
No.
No, but when we were walking, you came up behind me.
I've stood on you before, but no, I didn't get in front of you, so you're still technically in front. So I haven't.
You would be focused on that way, and then you'd hear that sound and dash.
Okay, because I was thinking like, would I turn around and pick up Erwin? Because I'm like, his little legs can't carry him as fast.
No, because he's very quick.
I move faster than you.
He's faster
I'm
than you.
No,
very
but
quick.
that would be Killian thinking though, like no.
And yeah,
Small
Charles,
person must be smart. Small person must be slow.
where did you go? Did you follow the Dragonborn? Sorry.
Oh, I followed the Dragonborn. Yeah.
Yes. So
Fellas,
into the room, everywhere, on every surface, ceilings, walls, floors, on top of other ones of its ilk, there are crosses, circles, runes, etchings, paintings, depictions of gods, depictions of angels,
So like
wards, religious objets d'art. Some look seemingly expensive, some seeming cheap knockoff stuff. When you've seen some of this stuff on the market, and Serial, you've seen this room, and in the centre of the room, upon a bed, lies someone under a quilt, under a sheet, head sticking out, proud, noble features, dark jet black hair, a long beard but with streaks of grey now in it, and the face sunken and shriveled, somewhat, malnutrition of sorts. Can you make me a history check, Erwin?
I'll try.
To see if you know who it is.
Is there anybody else in the room?
15.
You know this face, Erwin. That's the king.
Yeah, I got that.
Can I do an Arcana check again, please?
I certainly screeched
What are
you
you
some sort of a
arcanaing?
The king.
The king. Yes.
Is there anybody else in the room?
Please make a perception check.
12.
12. You think there should be?
Yeah, because I heard a scuttling.
Yeah.
And I
13.
13. You get the sense that there is a heavy magic upon the king.
Can I cast a spell, please?
What would you like to cast?
I would like to dispel magic.
You could. What level are you going to cast it at?
It's a 3rd level spell.
Yes, you may.
It's choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. 1 DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. I don't know what that means.
So if it's a 6th level spell that's on him, you need to get 16 on the skill check, and you're rolling a d20 and adding 3.
D20 add 3, okay.
But it depends on what the level of the spell is.
If it's level 3 or below, it just ends.
Yeah, if it's lower than the level of the dispel magic, if it's the same level or lower as the dispel magic, it just stops. But you have to sort of force your magic to dispel stuff.
You're going to need to force it.
I need to force it, so it's above a level.
So you roll a d20 and add 3.
15 plus 3.
18.
Yep.
18. You get... The chest rises on the king. Like something's being pulled out. And out of the chest comes an emanation of something black, smoke-like, that appears nearly solid in the space. It has wicked, cruel, long fingers that then kind of grab back into the rib cage, and it sort of pulls itself back inside. Go on.
I'm going to do something really stupid.
Okay, it's in the process of like.
Yes. I am now in the presence of a presence. Fantastic. Psychic whispers. I don't even get to know it. I
Okay.
literally into its mind.
Okay, so you connect with it, and what does the spell read it to me?
We can communicate. I'm trying to get a sense for it.
Okay. Yeah. So
for now it's essentially just a we could communicate with each other if he so desires, but it's basically a psychic link. I'm trying to understand it. Understand the sense of it.
You would get a sense of a fear.
Yeah.
Scared. Possessiveness. Like something being torn away from a place that, like it's made its home. And
do I get a sense of humanness to it? King's human, actually.
Yeah. Oh, are you doing it on the king or the thing?
Oh, the thing. Oh, I'm making sure it's
on
not
both. With one point, you can do it on both.
Can you do it on both?
Yeah, I can do it and take the entire group. Everyone is in this room. I've not met them, so.
Okay, yeah. So you would then, the king, you would feel a noble, happy feeling. You know of its, of just joy, basically, a happy king. Of this thing, you get a sense of, as it pulls out, the feelings in the king change to one of like sleepiness, like trying to wake up, that feeling between sleep and waking, and as it pulls it back in, the feelings of happy dreams come back over it. Him.
Keeping the king asleep, got it, good. I like it.
Or it's like, you said it's
like smoky, tenderly, like they're fingers, but they're like long, extended, and they seem to pierce.
I was going to say, do they seem
reality.
Solid or more like a gas, or?
You might say they are slightly shifted out of this plane this plane of reality. You might think that they might not have to obey the physical boundaries of this fragile matter.
Okay.
But it's also reacting with something that is made of this place, so it's reacting with the chest of the king.
Can I get the crystal out?
What, the little...
My little shard of crystal?
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to hold it though. How can I hold it?
It's in the jar.
Yeah, can I get that out and see if it reacts to that?
Yes, you can.
Does it react?
Describe how you do it.
So, you know... You know how you get.
That's like, 5 minutes till we start laughing. Describe it. Oh god.
The way, you know how you get those people that will come round and they'll like free your house of spirits and.
Oh yeah, an exorcist.
Yeah.
So, meaning like burning sage in the corners and things.
Yeah, you know, the crazy people. It's like I kind of get it out and I just kind of thrust it towards the thing.
Okay. The thing's eyes, or what approximates eyes, widen. It no longer tries to climb back inside of the king. It starts pulling itself out of the king.
Okay.
So it wants the crystal.
And it starts coming towards you, Killian, Norm. Crawling towards this crystal, and as it finally pulls the last of its leg out of the king and sits forwards in the bed, eyes awake and wide awake, and that's where we'll end this adventure for today.
Damn you!
I knew he was going to do that.
I did too. I had a really good...
Here's a cheeky thing, you know? Now I've met the king, I can talk to him anytime I wanted to, as long as I'm within a mile of him. Hey king! How you doing?
He'll be like, Erwin, I told you not to call me on this line.
But you also realise
Recording stopped.
a creature can end a telepathic connection at any time. So
Yeah,
it can
it's
just
true.
go,
It's true. It's good.
busy,